The day I almost quit soccer was in my junior year in high school. I was playing for Cisco, the state champions. We were the state champions of Arizona. Oh my gosh, we're amazing. And then we went to Dallas Cup and went and competed in there in the supergroup in U19. So the supergroup, it's hard to get in. You have to show a past history of winning and all this stuff. And so we have a past history of winning in America. But then we went to Dallas Cup in the supergroup, and we were in the same bracket. A Costa Rican team, team from Turkey, and Taiwichi, the reigning 3-time champion. They won it like back to back to back, and it was stacked with talent. These Taiwichi kids from Bolivia, they were about half my size, but we couldn't get the dang ball. They were so technical, and we couldn't get the dang ball. We were faster, but they were quicker and more technical, and I didn't touch a ball. I mean, my goal was just to kick a Bolivian kid right in the flipping shins. I want to say something else, but I wanted to kick them hard as I can. I couldn't get to them. I mean, I kicked a couple, but completely after the ball's been gone. But I touched the ball, I think, twice maybe. And as soon as I touched the ball, they were on me and took it. They had like 3 people around the ball. And they showed me a style of soccer that will never leave my medulla oblongata ever, because it was just a different kind of soccer. It was just so technical, so fast that I knew that I don't know. I mean, I didn't understand anything anymore, and I didn't want to play soccer anymore. I'm like, if this is the next level, this is the world stage, what the heck? What am I doing? And I was like a top player in Arizona, and I just got handled bad. And ever since that moment, becoming a coach and everything, I've always made it a priority of working with technique and how important it is to learn how to handle the ball, never to lose it definitely against 1v1, but not losing against 3. I always said that you have to be able to hold the ball and lose 3 people in a 10x10 grid. You have to become so high level with holding the ball that you never lose it, so you can fit in any situation. I've always said that. I'll never change that stance, as far as I know. And it's proof. It's proven time and time again with a lot of kids I coach, in particular my son Jack, who has not played really a high level team, but as soon as he's inserted with college kids or a high level team, he fits in fine. He plays the game better than most, and it's different because he can handle the ball. Do you not hear the words that are coming out of my mouth? People, you have to have passion for the ball. You don't need a team. Take a year off and work on your technique. Why don't we do that? Why isn't there a punishment for athletes, for potential soccer players, we'll call them, if they're not technically there? Kick them out of soccer. Take them out and work on their technique for a year. There's nothing wrong with that. I did that with Dakota. I kept pulling her from soccer teams because she wasn't playing well and she wasn't developing, and I knew technique was the most important thing, and I pulled her out time and time again. And she was always upset. Her mother was always yelling at me. She has no team to identify herself with. She has no friends. Blah. But she's playing Division I soccer. We're not paying for school. And now she has a team. She had to suffer. She had to go through the process. But she couldn't have a team because she wasn't good enough, in my opinion, for what I'm trying to do. And I keep telling her, you're not good enough. And keep working on your technique. You have to keep working on it forever because it can always grow. And the thing is, you just can't see and you can't witness the changes that happen in your game because you become quicker, you become more technical, and it's hard to really identify, other than, internally they feel it, they'll feel the difference, but it takes so much time and work. And are you willing to put in the work? So it's better to pull your kid out and train at home or in a different environment to make sure that matters, that they will never lose a ball in a 1v1 situation, 1v3, in a 10x10 grid. They just can't lose a ball. You have to be able to escape pressure, because the rest of the game won't matter. Tactics won't matter, because you're going to be throwing them with a bunch of other kids that aren't technical, with the coach that's forced to try to win, and they're going to play a system that's not going to develop you. Do you not understand what I'm saying? And I'll keep saying this in a different way every day until I convince the world you need to work on your technique. You need to be able to handle the ball before you move on. It's the process. That's the process, and it might take years, but you have to go through the process and stop worrying about tactics till everyone's technical. That's just the way it is, unfortunately. Or you can run into a team like Bolivia, from Bolivia, called the Taiwichi Academy, and you're going to get embarrassed by a bunch of little people. And that's what we know that we don't know. You don't know that you don't know. Just believe in the words that are coming out of my mouth. Peace out, my friends.
The podcast you just heard was made using Anchor. Ever thought about making your own podcast? Anchor makes it really easy for anyone to get started. It's a one-stop shop for recording, hosting, and distributing podcasts. Best of all, it's 100% free. Sign up now at anchor.fm/new. That's anchor.fm/new to get started.